It has been a week since our last premiere, and we have been excited to see the response on social media to our Memorial May virtual relay. I'm Craig Couch, Carry the Load board member. So many people are posting remembrances of years past when they were walking with our relay team, while others are posting about what they are doing this year to honor our hero of the day. All of it is helping us to raise the much needed funds to provide services for our military, veterans, first responders, and their families. We appreciate your support. I have been fortunate to walk on the National Relay many times. Most notably, in 2018, I walked along others from West Point to the 9/11 Memorial in New York City. The stories shared walking alongside others were powerful and experiences that I will not soon forget. Here to honor our hero of the day is our relay manager for the Mountain State Relay and Carry the Load ambassador, Smitty Searles.
Thank you, Craig, and hello from Wisconsin. My name is Smitty Searles, and I've had the honor of participating in the Carry the Load National Relay since 2012 when I came out as a relay paramedic. This year, I was slated to be your team captain for the Mountain States Relay. And unfortunately, we're going to take a different route this year and do it virtually. I need you to know that Carry the Load has meant so many things to me over the years, whether it be restore my faith in humanity, because so many people from so many walks of life are willing to come out and honor and support those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. It's meant a lot to me personally, too. In 2016, I had the opportunity to walk with the family of Sergeant Eric Duckworth. This family, also known as Fort Duck, has come out and walked with us in Fort Worth, Texas, every year we've had a West Coast relay. Staff Sergeant Duckworth was killed in action October 10th, 2007. Over the years, I have learned more and more about Staff Sergeant Duckworth. I love and respect his family, and I honor his sacrifice. Staff Sergeant Duckworth is with me when I walk. His memory will not be forgotten. This May, I urge you to join the Carry the Load virtual relay. Go out and walk, raise money for a good cause, and most importantly, share stories so the memories of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice aren't forgotten. My name is Smitty Searles, and I carry Staff Sergeant Eric Duckworth. Who are you carrying?
In 2011, after Carry the Load did their first event over Memorial Day weekend, the team was introduced to a gentleman, Dill Driscoll, who started the Coca-Cola Olympic Torch Relay activation in 1996. Of course, the first thing Dill suggested was to start a national relay. So that's just what he did. Joining us now to tell us about how that relay started is Carry the Load ambassador and friend, Dill Driscoll.
Thank you, my friend. End of June 2011, a friend of mine named Jack First called me up and asked me if I still had my airplane and could I be there the next day. And I said, yes, sir. And we arrived, and I met a guy named Clint Bruce in his office with Jack. And we had a whiteboard, and we designed 4 routes. And you know, back then we couldn't afford to do but one. And year 1, we did West Point to Dallas. And on May 1st of 2012, on a drizzly, cold Monday morning, at high noon, we left the cemetery West Point, and we walked to New York City. We were exhausted. Then walked down into Staten Island and went across the ferry and went to Rescue 5. Rescue 5 fed us, JoJo and the team, gave us showers, and off we went to Dallas, Texas. The funny part is, we got 20 minutes down the road in the bicycle and Coleman's bike broke, and we had to return back to Rescue 5, and they fixed the bike. And we left out. And, you know, it's crazy to think that 25 days later, we arrived in Dallas, Texas, exhausted. 4 of us had walked, you know who you are, and it was spectacular at Robichon Park. Stephen Holly was there, Clint Bruce, and you know, the last 9 years, the first 5, I walked every month for the month of May. Some years I walked close to 600 miles. As an old man, I was exhausted. And year 5, after year 5, my wife said, Dill, you're 65 years old, you're retired. And so every year after that, I've only gotten to walk a week. Gosh, if I missed that month with all of you. You know, the first 2 years, Susan wrote checks to pay for everything, and we just prayed that the money would come in. And you know, it did. And no one got paid. We were all volunteers. It was phenomenal. And 9 years later, we raised over $25 million. And we cannot thank you enough. And the stories, I could go on for hours of the rain, the lightning storms, the tornadoes, the crazy stuff that happened. And you know who you were when you were there, and I can never thank all of you enough. My name is Mark Dill Driscoll, and I'm carrying Rescue 5, all the first responders, and the teachers, and the people that are on the front lines, our nurses, our doctors. We cannot thank you enough. Who are you carrying?
Thanks to key ambassadors like Dill Driscoll and all our rally chairs across the country. In 9 short years, this awareness campaign has grown from a weekend event to a nationwide movement. This would not have happened without the support of so many volunteers, sponsors, and nonprofit partners. This year, more than ever, we have seen how important this mission is to so many of our families of the fallen, and why even during a pandemic, we must always remember. Joining us now is one of our national sponsors who has supported our mission since 2014, TAC, the Arnold Companies.
Thanks, Craig. Let me start by saying Semper Fi to all my brothers and sisters that have served, continue to serve, and of course, to all that gave the ultimate sacrifice. I'm Fred Sloan with TAC Energy, and every morning I walk out and hoist the colors, raising the U.S. flag and the Marine Corps flag to salute our great country and represent the greatest fighting force in the world. As a veteran of the Marine Corps, I am pleased to be a part of our continued support of Carry the Load. TAC has, for the past 6 years, sponsored the relay as the national fuel supplier, and to do our part to raise awareness of this organization and all the good that comes from it. We at TAC Energy, TAC Air, and Keystone Aviation are proud to continue that support, albeit in a slightly different way, given the virtual nature of this year's event. We have many veterans in our ranks, myself included, and TAC's advocacy of us and those working for our customers and partners is why we stay so engaged. That's our commitment and the reason we have promoted these Memorial Day events since 2011. Thank you for giving us the opportunity, but most of all, thank you to the families who have lost loved ones, to all our veterans, and to those that continue to serve. On behalf of Greg Arnold and all the TAC companies, we want to say congratulations to Carry the Load on getting the job done no matter what. As it is said in the Marine Corps, improvise, adapt, and overcome. That is what Carry the Load is doing, and we think it's just another great demonstration of how important it is to the critical nature of completing the mission.
Thanks to our friends at TAC for continuing to stand with us and support our mission to honor our military, veterans, first responders, and their families. Since this is the launch of our 4th relay route, we felt it was important to hear from some of our past leg captains on the impact that being involved with Carry the Load has had on their life.
Hello, my name is Madison Woodson, and I have been a relay team member since 2016.
My name is Lane Riley, and I've been a part of Carry the Load for the past 6 years. My name is Riley Staff, and I've been involved with Carry the Load since 2015.
Hello, my name is Matthew Reed. I was a leg captain for Carry the Load for 2 years starting in 2014, and then got to lead the East Coast Relay in 2016 before coming back for one more year.
My name is Matt Fryman. I've been involved with Carry the Load since 2014 when I had the opportunity to be a leg captain on the East Coast Relay, and I've had the privilege to be a part of this great organization ever since.
Before Carry the Load, I always knew I wanted to support military and first responders, but I wasn't sure how.
Before Carry the Load, the real meaning of Memorial Day was lost on me.
I joined when I was in college, and Memorial Day was the kickoff of summer where I came from. But when I first arrived at West Point and walked through that cemetery and went from there down to Manhattan to the site of the World Trade Center, I quickly realized what others were going through.
Knowing the hardships that so many face on a daily basis, so many more than I ever knew how to deal with these types of hardships, whether it's grieving for someone or learning how to grieve for someone or the people that they've lost, really allowed me to step outside of myself and grow and mature as a person.
Being a part of the relay team has shown me the true meaning and value of humility. It has opened my eyes to viewing the world differently, viewing people differently, and viewing myself differently. It's opened my eyes to what Memorial Day truly means and why it's so important to continuously honor those brave men and women who gave the ultimate sacrifice to secure our everyday freedoms.
Being able to be out there and hear the stories and learn about the sacrifices that are made for each of our freedoms forever changed my life.
I had the unique responsibility to be entrusted with the stories of those who have been on the other side of that sacrifice.
It really allowed me to see that so many of the problems that I thought I had were just minute compared to what so many people are dealing with on a daily basis.
They say it takes a life-changing event to change someone's perspective. And my time spent on the relay and on the road, listening to the stories from people all over the country, helped me understand what my purpose was out there. I was there, along with so many other people, to hear the stories, share the stories, and connect people from coast to coast, so that way anyone, anywhere, knows that they can honor and remember the sacrifices of our nation's heroes.
It's a small gesture that I can do, going out and walking the pavement. Don't get me wrong, there are many days when you're in the middle of nowhere walking alone that your tennis shoes are sticking to the pavement, that you are kind of thinking about what you're going through. But it is nothing in comparison to what those men and women gave for all of us.
The sacrifices of our military and first responders deserve, at the very least, to be remembered. These men and women, their families, and all their loved ones have already paid for my dedication and honoring their memories. After hearing their stories and understanding their sacrifices were for me and for everyone that I care about, it's not a choice for me, it's a commitment to continue honoring their sacrifices.
Our military and first responders are always out protecting our freedoms, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. While we are home staying safe, we can help support our military and first responders. We can connect with them through social media and let them know that we will always have their back and they are not forgotten.
There's been tremendous growth in this organization since its founding in 2011, but that doesn't mean that our mission is complete. What started out as restoring the true meaning of Memorial Day has far surpassed recognizing and honoring our nation's heroes just for the one day. These brave and selfless men and women deserve that honor every day, and it's important to me to carry on that mission and to make sure that that happens.
It's no vacation, but it feels like a family reunion when you get out there and you see these people you've been bumping into for so many years. Getting back together again every May is a true pleasure, and one that unfortunately I missed this year, but we'll look forward to again next year.
It's become such a nationwide family. Being able to look forward to seeing friends across the country, and then having it culminate in Dallas, Texas. It's just been amazing. It's something that I look forward to every year and hope to be a part of for years to come.
Carry the Load to me means family. We may not be related by blood, but we're all connected through our love for this country, its people, and our nation's heroes. We're all connected through our passion for this organization and everything that it stands for. And we're all connected through the experiences and the stories that we've been able to share with one another throughout the years.
Carrying the load means forever remembering there is a price to pay for freedom, and that those men, women, and families who make the ultimate sacrifice never go forgotten.
Carry the load means people care. It might sound simple and insignificant to some people, but to others, that means the world. To a father grieving his son, to a daughter who has lost a parent in their respective lines of duty. I think that just being able to reach out and show people that, whether it's another military member, a first responder, or just a civilian like myself, that people do care and we want to honor those sacrifices that their loved ones have made. I think that that's huge.
Once you go out on the relay, nothing's ever the same. The impact that it has is lifelong.
As you heard from our relay captains, walking on the relay changed the way they viewed Memorial Day. In 2015, our co-founder, Stephen Holly, said that one of the unintended consequences of our Memorial May campaign is it provided him a way to educate his own children about sacrifice and service. From that one statement, our educational program, Carry the Flag, was born. Over the past 3 years, we have created a curriculum for youth to learn and engage in service projects to honor our nation's heroes. Here's a short video to tell you about Carry the Flag.
I can't read it. Road honoring the sacrifices of our nation's heroes.
The most important thing is to see the kids that were out here. Lots and lots of kids.
When I go to carry the load, my favorite thing is to be with my family. You load up stuff and you carry it.
We don't want to risk apathy for the future, so having the girls out here and understanding why they have such good lives and understanding that it was for the sacrifice of all the men and women that we're honoring here today is super important to my wife and I.
For her 8th birthday this past year, Brooklyn asked if instead of getting birthday presents, she could raise money for Carry the Load.
We are now showing the future generations the true meaning of Memorial Day, firing up that passion in our youth.
And we're gonna see our Uncle Matt again.
It's very gratifying for me to see my kids experience Carry the Load, for them to have an awareness of patriotism, service, and sacrifice, and how lucky we are to live here in the United States of America. I can't stress the importance enough to educate the next generation on what it means to be an American.
There were so many names on that wall.
And it just goes to show how many people there are out there every day serving for us.
If you want more information on Carry the Flag, we'd love to send it to you. Please email us at contact@carrytheload.org. Thanks for being a part of our premieres and for continuing along the walk towards Memorial Day. Tune into our Facebook Live Lessons from the Front, hosted by fellow Carry the Load board member Todd Boating. And join us again virtually in Dallas on Memorial Day as we finish the Memorial May campaign to restore the true meaning of Memorial Day and honor our nation's heroes. Thank you.